Hello, everybody. Happy spring. This is the Waiting for Theo edition of my aPORCHecary video blog. It is the first week of May 2020, and ready to start the season talking about what's going on in my garden. And everything's coming up nicely. We just had some rain a few days ago, and that was really nice, much needed. So I'll flip the camera around and we'll start looking around the garden. So dandelions coming up around. I like to leave them out for the bees, lots of bees this time of year. So I'm gonna swing around over here. So all the yarrow coming up really nicely along the path. We'll have some Johnny Jump Ups, the heart ease will come up on the other side. They're not up yet. Clover is coming in really well. Over here, I moved the bee balm, the Monarda Citriodora. So I moved it. I'm gonna put a clary sage right here. I'm waiting for it to come in. And then I moved the Citriodora here. That's coming up well. I thought I had a raspberry or something coming up there, but it looks like it's not gonna make it. So then anise hyssop and lemon balm is coming in really nice. The anise hyssop is a little slow. Lavender, 2 types of lavender, doing great. Iris are spreading. Need to cut back the butterfly bush from last year. And some dwarf iris and catnip. Empty water bowl. This is where all the California poppy will come in, and it looks like we have a milkweed that's coming back. A couple of them. I'm hoping to have some tuberosa pleurisy root come back. We'll see. And then feverfew just won't go away. Here's the echinacea. Looks like that was Marigold's little nest back there, but she's gone. The neighbors, I think. And then some nice things going on over here. See the light. Here's all the Viola odorata. They're pretty much done blooming, but you can still nibble on the leaves. Don't really have a lot of flavor. They're nice and demulcent. They have a lot of moisture and mucilage, and they taste really yummy, good in salads. Still taste a little violet-y, but not as much as the flowers. And the nice thing about violas is you can really feel fine about harvesting as many of the flowers as you want, because they actually reproduce underground. Sunflowers are not part of their actual reproductive system, and they're starting to come in around in the rocks, which is really nice. And then another really nice thing is, get out of here, this is the Arnica shamanosus, and it's spreading all around. It's my viola, and I threw in, so then there's the great blue lobelia that is just surviving. The turkey was laying on it, and I put this fence in, and the cats like to come in here. But I threw in some more lobelia seeds, and then also some chickweed. So there are some little things coming up. Trying to throw some mulch on it. And then there's a nice penstemon. There's the Monarda didyma, raspberry colored wild oregano. And then here's a heliobore that I put in. The person that was putting in these beds before working on them didn't have a lot of things coming up in the spring, so I'm adding in some nice things. There's the heliobore, junipers coming in, lady's mantle, and the sweet woodruff is spreading nicely, very nicely. I like how it's spreading all around in here. And then the oregano, bees love the oregano. And I'll let this get really big. Leaving water out for the bees. Delphinium and the iris coming up. I'm trying to get some more of these Melamcanda lilies coming up, the blackberry lilies coming up. So there's a few, and spreading the seeds around. And then figuring out where some new things are going to go. Here's the wood betony, Stachys officinalis. It's looking very pretty. There's some mint spreading around in here. Some ornamentals. Here's my nettles. Looks beautiful. Perfect time of year to harvest. These leaves are actually quite large, but you know, it just explodes in the spring to catch it. And then got some new things in here. Spent some time really trying to weed out the grass in this bed and do some mulching. Got some grape hyacinth, and then here's pasque flower. It's still doing its bloom, but kind of done doing its thing. Hoping for some verbena. I think that's it. Yeah, hoping for some more verbena. Usually comes up around here. What's that? And then all of this is skullcap. Trying to keep the grass out of it. Really got out of hand. Last summer didn't get the greatest skullcap harvest. And then a couple different kinds of columbine. And here's my chrysanthemum, the beaujolais, coming back, and it's spreading. And then a wormwood coming back, and some spring, some daffodils, and some little iris and whatnot, but those are all done. Flowers in the pots. Here's the horehound. This is beautiful. I just really love this. Keeping it really nice. Probably tincture some this year. It's looking really great. And then nursing along this red clover. I think I just dote on it too much. Give it too much water. But it's still around. And then lots of yarrow. I'm going to start using yarrow as a cleaning product, trying to make cleaning products that don't use as much essential oils. And then peony trying to come up right here. I don't usually mow until later, so I might have to get the weed whacker out and then weed whack around this currant bush. This is a cinnamon girl, golden currant, or black currant, excuse me. It smells beautiful, like cloves, but that's doing really well. Just put that in last year, and it's really thriving. 2 elderberry. Again, to keep the grass away. This one is still there. This is its 3rd summer. So trying to keep them going. This one is doing better. water. These will be work in progress until they get bigger. And next garden bed will be this one, cleaning out the grass, but we've got the broadleaf plantain, some more different kind of artemisia, wormwood, a little sage somewhere in there, purple sage, and then, where is it? And then some Roman chamomile, popping through comfrey. I have some comfrey to dig up for good homes. This would be a nice bunch to take, but that always comes up really strong in the spring. Got some garlic going on, working on these beds, adding some more soil and mulch, and I need to get this one cleaned out. Get some vegetable starters from Aspen Moon to put in here, biodynamic farm next door. And then I've had this covered. This is my hula hoop house. Hula hoops cut in half and stuck onto rebar on the sides of the beds, and then you cover it with the shade cloth and clamp it down, and it's great. Keep the squirrels out, try to get some seedlings started. We had a rough spring. We had tons and tons of wind, no rain, and it just really, the wind on this just kind of took a beating, but my tarragon is doing just fine. Perhaps some carrot starters will still come up, but then here's some snapdragons that are from last year, so these are turning perennial, and then maybe some seeds, some marigold or carrot or something going on here. A few things going on, we'll see what's happening, but again, the snapdragons liked the hula house. And then some peas, different kinds of starters going on here. And I tried to put in some carrots and beets and radishes over here. Some of it, I think, just took a beating with the wind, but there are some things. And then arugula, maybe some dill, trying to get some dill going on in there too. And then leaving the gate open for Theo to come home. And then the lilac bush is doing great. Another peony coming up over here. Throwing lots of seeds around here. Sabrina malva, some Earther calendula along the fence. Cosmos, we'll see what happens. And then I put in a couple St. John's wort over here. And it looks like one of them is hanging around. We'll see what else come up. We eat a lot of sunflowers around here too. There's something. We'll see what that is. It could be sunflowers. It could be, who knows. And then this is where the Earther was last summer, the calendula. But we'll see what this is. It could be just a bunch of sunflowers, which I don't want a ton of them because they really crowd everything out. Birds love them, especially the goldfinch. And then I need to clean out this. It's got some black weed barrier underneath that I need to dig out, and then I can continue to plant in here. So I think that's it for now. Hoping for Theo to come home. We've got a pet rescue expert in the area on the job, so I'll keep you posted. Turn around. And we will see you soon for the next installment of aPORCHecary video blog. And that's it for now. Signing out. Thanks.